All right, excuse me, man. Yes. I'm not drop in. But hey, let's talk about Jamal Woolard, actor, played a Biggie and Notorious. There's a lot of really good movies in the industry, especially known for more of his TV movies today. He cooked on interracially dating. Apparently now he married a black American woman, but well, let's let him cook, man. Let's let him cook. Join the Patreon, links in the description. Only link there. Let's go.
They're mad at me for dating outside my race, but I was dating outside of my race because they was doing things better than my race. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Define better.
My
Define
Spanish,
better.
Well, not better because I know where she getting ready to go. Not better.
I know you said they were
Not-
doing things
not
better. I wanted to know what better meant.
Not better. I'm gonna change that.
I'm trying to save you for the,
I know
the
you
people,
is. That's
for the
what I'm saying.
culture.
Not better for the culture.
There we go.
Right, not better. I was dating Puerto Rican, I was dating Dominican, I was dating African, I was dating all type of other really size American black, right? They were doing way more of what we expect we want our woman to do more than our American. Our American got real comfortable with—
Give me some examples.
Oh man, I mean, their mannerisms are different. Like even my Indian one was from Syria, one of them countries over there, right? I didn't have to really say much to do and be treated like a king. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times with our own American black, they expect so much of us and what we're supposed to do. Like things like if we go out and eat and we just have a nice dinner, we can go anywhere and eat and get a nice dinner. It had to be Rue Chris, or it had to be this, that, or it had to be this, that. Then I get somebody that's just as fine, a Cuban or a Colombian. They don't care about nothing. They care about you and your household. Even though they still care about the money, but it's not about the money. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's a difference. Not better, but sometimes we get tired of hearing, Birkin bags and sushi.
Do you think that's fair? Because I feel like there's a certain type of woman that does demand that. And to me, I think it depends on the bait you're using and where you're looking. If you're going to go get a model from Instagram that got the BBL, the snatched in stomach, and has all the things that check off money hungry and surface, you're going to get that. If you're going to meet a girl and through different ways and ask different questions, you're going to find that out a lot earlier on, that what's important to her.
I'm not doubting that, but I'm just talking about even if you look on just a regular dating app and just look at what a woman may state that she requires. You know, I'm saying these things because it feels as if social media, again, is the barometer, okay? And it's the comparison. And when you're comparing yourself to all these other women, and of course, even with the BBLs, because I'm like, that's fine, but I mean—
What's BBL? I'm sorry.
Brazilian butt lift.
Oh, okay.
And there's no shade to women that have
No.
them. I'm just
I was
saying.
wondering, I was waiting for it too. I'm like, excuse me?
And there's no shade to everyone that has them. I'm just saying, if you're going by just surface things and that's who you're going afterwards, then guess what? She gonna run them pockets.
No, and I'm not, and I want to get your thoughts, Doc, and as well, Amy, as a woman dating or even considering, I think that a lot of times, you know, we do value women, but when you talk about black relationships, I think we all come with some baggage, all right? Now, some of us have some baggage that's not gonna fit in the overhead compartment, and some of us have some baggage that you're gonna have to pay a whole lot more for to get on this flight, right? But the reality of it is, that's just who we are, and I'm talking about historic. Like, if you're talking about being enslaved, where we were and how we engage each other, there's a lot of elements there. But it can be a little difficult because women have expectations in 2021 that they're watching, and they're very material expectations. I agree with you, Claudia, but I'm simply saying that
not all of them are material.
And I'm not trying to generalize.
It's just
women.
Most of the time it's pointing to American women are more material.
And it's America and society.
Not better.
Let's bring spirit into this.
And I gave you the space to even edit the better part, right? So and I'm with you on that. But let's say this, because you guys both tie in two really important pieces, right? You talk about women who are not African American women, and you talk about the experience and what is the influence here. You mentioned social media, but what you're really missing here is the piece that you talk about, the enslavement part. The culture and the trauma that African American men and women and children have faced in this country is like unlike any other group. And so when we talk about trauma, what we know is that Black people have a lot of unprocessed trauma. We have a lot of hurt. We have a lot of harm, not just back then, but right now on the daily, right? And so one of the things that we talk about as professionals within my profession is we talk about how trauma impacts people. And so we love to say, Resma Minikim, one of my favorite colleagues, he says that trauma decontextualized within a person looks like personality. And that trauma decontextualized within a family looks like family traits. And that trauma decontextualized within a people looks like culture, right? And so when you talk about how African American women present and what they need as it relates to security and finances and the finer things in life, and to look a certain way and to want a certain thing from their man and to have certain expectations, it's because of the trauma that we are still trying to survive. And when we talk about feeling,
there's always a bunch of excuses for them, bro. Like, it's always a bunch of excuses. Oh, it's trauma. It's insane. No, it's not none of that. They're not fucking good human beings. It's as simple as that. They're letting you know everything else. And how do you know it's not just that random Instagram model that's the average woman? You got to make 6 figures. You got to do this. You got to do that. We have to do everything for the minimum, the bare minimum. And according to this post, he ended up marrying a Black woman regardless. But he was saying he get treated like a king, whether it's Burger King or whether it's Ruth Chris. And I'm just paraphrasing here, putting words in his mouth, no diddy. You know, and that's what it is. They've been raised to be wives. They've been raised to pedestalize their husbands and help their husbands get to the top of the mountain, because they know once their husband get to the top of the mountain, they going to be at the top of the mountain. Their kids going to be able to be at the top of the mountain. They understand that. In our community, it's just not the case. They want to be the star of the show, and they want to shame men into being stay-at-home mothers like Kevin Hart in that Netflix movie. They want men to be the new women in America, and that's what that liberal democratic attack is about. It's about the deletion of masculinity. But then they turn around and talk about how men aren't real no more. He dated outside this race with those women and enjoyed, that quality time with them. And he got, he still came back and married Black apparently, but he know what being treated like a king is. He learned what femininity was. He learned what appreciation was. Our culture is the only culture that teach us to put our women first. Whether they right or wrong, put them on a pedestal. In other cultures, they put their God and their man first. It's a fact. So they can get in here on all these deep-rooted issues and going back in time and, making them watch what he say on the podcast. No, you had a better experience. It was what it was. That's the problem. When we having these conversations about Black women and the topic come up and Black women there, at the end of the day, say what you say. You had a better experience dating those women than you did Black women. That's being honest. We got to stop handling with kid clubs and sugarcoating stuff. You had better femininity, better submission. You didn't have to go Fendi, Gucci, Prada. She liked you for you. They didn't like you because of what you wear or the car you drove or the house you live in. They liked you for you. That's real talk. So they always say, I don't want to generalize when it comes to women. Generalize when it comes to American women. And when he specifically talk about his Black women, they need to know they shit stank. They need to know where they losing in the dating market. They listening to, failed and miserable women that never been married or been sugar mamas or been sugar babies when they was younger. They listening to them. They don't listen to the women that successfully married, because the women that successfully married ain't on the internet. I'm telling you, they enjoying their marriage. They ain't on the internet battling about none of this. If they are, they laughing. So his experience was he enjoyed dating. He enjoyed the experience. Meanwhile, Black women giving him a hard time, stressing him out, all that stuff. He getting fitness, femininity. The only probably reason he didn't marry him was because of the cultural differences. He was a good time, not a long time. We know how that go, but if somebody gonna make it easier, make it comfortable over there, make it kosher over there, why wouldn't you go? Come on. American women, black women in particular, don't feel like they have to work on anything, self-improve, heal, work out, figure out what they want to know. While she, quote unquote on this celibacy tour, she cheating. She's sleeping around, excuse me. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Appreciate the love, support, peace.